Hello everyone, my name is Light, and this is Hopelessly Bedrock. Alright folks, in our last episode, we built up this beautiful set of stairs, and we put the coverings on our storage system. Build took quite a while, but totally worth it. I am very happy with this build, very happy indeed. Alright, now since then folks, I have definitely been at work, doing a couple more things. So for starters, if we come down here, you can see that I have set up 2 modules of the storage system. So if we go down, now this side is a little different than this side, being that everything on this side is doubled, because this is the stuff I usually have the most of, so everything over here has 2 slots. Everything from here on over will typically be 1 slot each. So if we start on this side, we got our dirt and grass. This is a big line of our stones, all the various ones we can get from mining. Then we get into the nether stuff right here. All the way down, the end, then we get into some of the 117 stuff, the moss, the amethyst, then our 3 ices down here at the end, and then finally number 64, which is a catch-all. So when we put shulkers into the system, when they get unloaded, they'll end up here, and any other items that don't belong in the system will also end up here. Now if we go up this side, you can see here we got some mud, so some of the new mud blocks, we got our podzol, our mycelium. These are the honeycomb blocks, and then we got some hay, pumpkins, melons, the prismarines. I believe this is quartz, this is brick. This is all the concrete variants, so all the concrete powder variants. Next we have all the clay variants. Next is all the various types of leaves. Finally, all the various woods. Alright, now this took ages to set up, but I'm very happy so far, and I've actually been able to move a lot of the stuff we had laying around into the storage system. Now, for starting today, we do have a couple things down here that I would like to do. There are a couple other things I did do, but I'm not very happy with. So number 1 is this backdrop right here. I did fill in this area with the red nether wart, but I'm not very happy with it. I find it a little flat. So we're going to take this out. We're going to do something different here. As well, I'm not happy with this little walkway here. I find it to be a little too thin, so we're probably going to widen this by 1 as well, meaning, we'll push the planks back, and then we'll widen this strip by 1. All right. So first things first, let's get started here. Now to take out this wart, I would definitely advise that you have a hoe on hand. That is the best tool for getting rid of this stuff. As you can see, it's basically instant mine. All right, now that we have that done, the next thing that we got to do is push this stone right here back by 1. So we'll start here, and we'll go back by 1. All right, well, now that we're in this state, we can definitely start the build. So let me go ahead, I'll grab some supplies, and then we'll get going. All right, folks, we are back. I have the materials on hand. The first thing that we're actually going to start with is dark oak wood. If you've ever crafted this stuff before, it is super expensive, but I think it's worth it to get all 6 sides of this lovely texture. Just so you don't have any of the wood bits sticking up, kind of like this. Yeah, like that right there. All right. We're going to use the dark oak wood to make a rim going all the way around this on the outside. So we'll start here, we'll put 1 like that. Now since this stone is even with the stair, we're going to take that 1 out. We'll put the dark oak wood there. So for here, we're going to take this out and this out. We're going to put them down again like that. We're going to do the same thing here. Just like that. So far so good. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, that was 1 here. Take that guy out. And then, of course, we take out these 2 here. Now, be careful when you're placing them. You want to make sure you're placing them all the right way. As you can see, those ones kind of placed on the side. So I want to place them to make sure they're all facing like that. Now this one here, as you can see, is not facing the way I want it to face. So we'll grab that, grab it, place it again. There we go. All right, now as for here, we're actually going to run up some pillars. So if we take out this block and this block, we're going to switch over to our dark oak logs. One there, and then we're going to run these all the way up to here. Just like that. When we're done, of course, we'll make sure these are stripped as well. All right, perfect. Perfect. Very happy with that. Now, next, we're going to take out these blocks right here. And again, dark oak wood, which we will also strip. All right, so that concludes the frame. Now, in behind, we are going to put the red nether wart again, so just like this. So when that's done, should look something like that. Perfect. And now we can put in our warped fences. All right. And this is what I think is really going to finish it off. I just love these colors. I think they work really, really well together. Be careful where we place. I'll fix that in a moment. Ah. All right, now if we step back and take a look, this is what we end up with. All right, much happier with this. Much happier. Not so flat, adds a little bit of color, makes the build a little more vibrant. All right, folks. All right. Now, for the next piece, what we're going to do on this side is we're actually going to do this little area here and this piece of the floor. All right, so again, hang on. I'm going to go grab some materials. I'll be right back. And we're back. So step one in here is to mine out this layer of blocks right here. Not the deep slate ones, of course, just these guys. Perfect. Now we need our nether wart block. We're going to put two there, one there, and one there. If you played the game long enough, you'll be very familiar with that shape and should know what it is. Now we'll go ahead and we'll fill in the rest with our deep slate bricks. And if we step back and we take a look, ah yeah, guys. Ah yeah, loving that. All right, now for the floor, we're going to take out this row. Okay, so that's that side. Now we got to clean up this side as well. Take out that one there. All right, now up the sides here, we're actually going to run more of the deep slate tiles. Same on this side. And then, of course, in the middle, we are going to put more of our crimson wart, guys. Crimson wart. Absolutely love that block. All right, and in almost no time, we have our floor in here completely done. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think it looks pretty good. Not too fabulous, not too plain, just right. Excellent, folks, excellent. Okay, so now that I've done all this on this side, I need to go ahead and I need to replicate it all again on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll get that done, and then I'll meet you guys up above so we can strip back this wall. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw. Welcome back, everyone. I have just finished putting in the second side, and everything is looking wonderful. As you can see, we have the floor here, our face here, just like the other side, and as well, the stairs have been completed. Beautiful. Now, I've also gone ahead and I've stripped both sides, so now you can see what it's actually meant to look like. All right, folks. Again, I'm very happy with this. I think these colors go together very well, and it gives the build that touch of vibrance that it needed. All right. For our next thing, folks, we are going to widen this floor right here. I do like it, but I think it's a little skinny at 3, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to widen it by 1. So I'm going to need to smash down an entire layer of this wall all the way down. So I'll go ahead, I'll get that done, and I'll bring you guys back in when we're ready to start laying some blocks. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw. All right, folks, the digging is done. Let's make some modifications. So first things first, we need to take out this row right here. Okay, so that's good, just like that. Now we grab our nether warp block. We fill in these sections right here. There we go. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. And now, of course, in here, we're going to put the planks. Not quite enough. Okay, so it appears that we are going to have to make some planks. Do I have a crafting table? No, that's okay. Dark oak is right here. All right, there's our 4 planks, and that should give us enough for what we need. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw. There we go. Much happier with that. Feels a little more roomy. Much happier with that indeed. Now, of course, we are going to have to widen this hallway here. That actually leads down to the amethyst farm at the end, but we're not going to do this right now. We'll do that another day. All right, folks, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll put away all the extra stuff that I have on me right now, and then I'm going to meet you guys up on the surface where we're going to get on to our next thing for the day. Woohoo! All right, folks, we are back up here on the surface, and look who's here. Hey, buddy, what do you got for sale? Ooh, he's got some propagules. Now, I could actually use some of those, so we're actually going to go ahead and we'll buy some of those. Let me pull out the ATM here and see if we can get some money. Ah, excellent, excellent. Actually, we'll probably need a few more than that. So we'll say about 5 emerald blocks worth. That should be enough. All right, come here, dude. Now, they are 5 emeralds each, so we're just going to go ahead and we're going to buy as many as we can. All right, folks. Yeehaw! 8 mangrove propagules. Now, like I say, I don't have too many of those, so for me, those are actually quite useful. So thanks for stopping by, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, folks. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to set up a sheep farm. I don't have any wool in this world, and I'm going to need some for some upcoming projects and to set up the filters in the storage system. Because as you guys saw, there's no section for it yet, so I'm going to need pretty much every color to go ahead and do that. And while we're back here, guys, I think it is time to finally tear this thing down. Oh, looks like we missed a pane of glass. Get that. Perfect. All right, and there we have it, folks. All gone. Yeehaw! All right, so next I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to breed up the sheep. We'll get a pile of them. But before I cut away to do that, I'm going to show you where we're actually going to put the build for the sheep farm. Normally, when I build a sheep farm, I usually build sections of cubes. You have, 8 or 16 sheep in a row, whatever the case might be. But this time, since we're going to be putting it here next to the barn, I figure, guys, we are actually going to build a silo. Or as I like to call it, since it's going to have a sheep farm in it, the Shilo. Yeehaw! All right, folks, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll breed up those sheep. I'll grab my materials. When I bring you guys back, we're going to do some redstone. Woohoo! Welcome back, everyone. A little while later, and the redstone is done. Alright, so all the sheep are already dyed. I did that as I was building the modules all the way up. Now, the way this works is if we come back here, you'll notice we have this lever. When we flick this lever, it's going to push up these two pistons, pushing up these two observers, starting off an observer clock. That clock is going to activate the torch towers. See, we have one here, and we have one over here. So they're going to constantly flick, on and off, and they're going to activate all the dispensers, which are going to be holding the wool, showering us in it all the way down into here, where it's going to be collected by the hopper minecart right there, and eventually be distributed into these chests right here. Now, the shearing process is the same as always. We have an observer here. It watches the grass block gets eaten. Observer powers the stone. There's redstone on top of that. Powers the dispenser, that shears the sheep. The wool then goes down into a hopper minecart, into this hopper, into this dispenser, till eventually we turn on this switch, bringing it all down to here. Yeehaw, folks, yeehaw! That took a while to build, but totally worth it. And now we have to put on the skin. But I think we're going to do that, folks, in the form of a time lapse. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. I'm extremely happy with how the build came out. But you know what? Now that it's done, let's go in and give it a test. Yeehaw! So we'll head in the door here. Now to kick everything off, we just need to flick this lever right here, and if all goes well, we will see a shower of wool coming down right here. Let's give it a whirl. Look at it. There it is. Yeah, look at it coming, guys. Look at it coming. Woohoo! So basically what's going to happen is, that's all going to get collected by the hopper, go down into the hopper minecart down there, it's all fantastic. So if we look in these two chests right here, each chest should be getting some wool. Oh, and actually, it's these guys right here. So look, there's this one here. Look at this one here. Yeehaw, guys. Yeehaw. Absolutely fantastic. All right. The build is working great, and it's looking great. I would call that a complete success. Lights out.